Hello, so here is the second video. First video was for straight after your run that you do in standing, and this is one that you can do in your living room after your run. You've had your shower, your food, you're all chilled and sitting on the sofa, maybe watching something on TV and maybe with your water, your cup of tea. So I'm going to go through just sort of a routine that I would do, and it'll be some of the stretches that we did last week at the workshop. So if I'm on the sofa, I'll get into my figure 4 stretch. So just letting that knee drop out, lift it up through the spine. If you slump, you'll lose the stretch. I'm going to go through these a little quicker than I would normally, just so that the video is not really long. So you would maybe want to spend a little longer, maybe holding the stretches for say 20 to 30 seconds, because it's all about getting range of movement back and getting the muscles to relax. So here we go, get onto the other side, lift up through the spine and let that knee drop out. This is my tighter side, and you probably will have a tighter side. So once we've got that, then I come down onto the floor, and so once I'm on the floor, a little easy knees to chest and a wee rock from side to side. Keep the head back so the neck can relax, and then extend one leg out. Make sure you have enough room, the sofa. Extend one leg out, and then you bring this knee up towards your armpit. Bring the knee to the armpit, not the chest. It'll get a nicer stretch at the hip. And then you bring the knee across, bringing your big toe to the floor, and opposite shoulder stays back. I use the sofa here. I put my hand under the sofa so it holds me there, so I can get a little bit more purchase on that hip, getting the knee as close to the floor as I can. Lovely for the hip. And then I come back out of that, lengthen the leg up towards the ceiling. We can get into the hamstring. I get sort of tightish ankles, so I always bring in a few wee circles here and change direction. And then I stretch my toes a wee bit as well, just up and down, just especially that big toe joint. Still getting that little hamstring stretch. Sometimes I do a little knee in and knee out, just to get a bit of movement at the hip and the knee. And then up here towards the shoulder again, and then swap. Knee to armpit, other leg lengthens out. Lovely for the hip flexor on the straight leg. It's really nice. I reach that heel away. And then I'll bring the knee across. Once again, bringing the big toe to the floor. Shoulder staying back. Bringing the knee towards the floor. A breath out gives you a wee extra stretch there. Come back here. Lengthen the leg to the ceiling in the hamstring. Circle the ankle at the same time. 2 for 1. Sometimes you get a 3 for 1. Circling the ankle and toes. Had a nice long run tonight there, so this is what I normally do after my long run, or any run. So roll onto the side, draw the knee back. Careful not to overarch the back. Yeah, press the hip forward. And so you're trying to open up the front of the hip and stretch the front of the thigh. Keep this knee here in line, and you'll get a better stretch. We come round to the other side. Same stretch again. Hopefully you can still hear me. And same thing, press the hip forward. And then come round. And then I come on to all fours. From here, again, I like to get my hips stretched. So take the knees nice and wide, big toes together, and you can press the hips back to your heels. And then again, we shimmy from side to side. You can bring your chest lower. And again, that just gets in to the side of the back. Come forward. Bring your knees under your hips. And then bring right hand on top. In fact, we'll walk the hands round. So from here, walk the hands round to the left and place your right hand on top and press your hips back towards that right heel. And that's a lovely stretch down the side of the spine. And then come forward once again. Walk the hands round to your right. Place your left hand on top of the right and set those hips back. And make sure you breathe during your stretches. That out breath just helps the stretch, yeah? And then come forward. And then we'll do another, just a little stretch back. Big toes are together, knees are apart. Then we can go into our lunge stretches. We'll do a little hip mobility. We bring our left foot to the outside of the left hand. Bring her back. Bring the right foot to the outside of the right hand in the wee lunge. Just do that once more each side. I do this sometimes if my hips are tight after running. Maybe if I've done a hill session or something, or a quicker session. So the foot comes to the outside of the hand. And we can add then just into our lunges from here. So lunge, walk the foot forward and just drop down. Let the hips really relax here. If you want a little extra stretch, you can reach the arms up. But let everything just drop. Just let everything relax. Don't be trying to hold anything. And just reach the arms up. And then we can swap. Bring the other foot forward. Into a little lunge stretch. So you're looking to feel it here on the front of your back thigh. And you might even feel it at your ankle, in round for the back of the calf. And again, reach those arms up if you want to get just a little extra stretch down the front of the body. Now for rotation, the rotation is a little twist. We can bring this hand to the inside of your front foot and then we open. And that's quite nice. I'm keeping the knee down, yeah? But you can lift your back knee off. But this is more of a release session. So, you don't want to work too hard. You've worked hard enough. And then we'll do that on the other side. So left foot forward into your lunge. I take my left hand to the inside of the foot. And then I can rotate the spine. Just to get the rotation. Little stretch. Let those hips relax. Lovely. Now, from here, my favourite and your favourite, we're going to stretch the hips. Again, we did this at the workshop. So let's see, I'll tuck this in so you can maybe see a little bit better. So lengthen the left leg out, you bring it behind, set the knee down, slide the hips back, and then just relax there. You'll feel that in your right buttock. And you can stay there for at least 30 seconds. It's really nice stretch. Now to come out of it, use the hands to help you back. You maybe see it better on this side. Right leg extends out, bring it behind into the side, knee comes down and you drop the hips back. And then you just let your body drop and you'll feel it here. You'll feel it in this hip. And it's just great. And you can move a little bit. But I quite like this instead of pigeon. Sometimes knees can get a bit sore with some people. So it's a good stretch. It's the same area and it's much easier to get into, I think. Okay, and then from here, back onto all fours. Let's do your calves and toes. Tuck your big toes under, all your toes under. Lift the hips and press the heels back. And then you walk through your ankles. You keep the hips lifted. Again, it's just nice and relaxed. And try and just moving through the ankles and really roll over your toe joints. So the toes get a lovely wee stretch. There we go. And then what I do is I let my knees bend, walk the hands in, and then I just hang for a moment. You see, if you don't like hanging, you can put your hands on your legs as long as your back is okay with that. But you can just let yourself hang just to get into the hamstrings again, and it loosens the upper back. And again, you can do like a little shoulder shimmy here to release around the shoulder blades and shoulders. And think that's us. So hopefully, just take your time, maybe watch this video a couple of times and just work through the movements and just check. And I hope you get some benefit from these post-run stretch routines. Bye.